Hi all, this is TheSmooth Spy, and today I'm going to talk about some stuff that's not the best, some issues that have been occurring in the gaming industry. As of recently, I'm sure you've heard it a lot, but I had to give my opinion on it because this is the internet and blah 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 blah, I can say whatever I want. So, there are three topics I want to talk about. First off, this Batman Arkham Knight issue on the PC. Now, for all those who don't know, if you're like under a rock or something, when the game launched just a few days ago, of course it came out on all three of the big three at launch, the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Well, the consoles have gotten their fair game because it was developed by Rocksteady, and of course for the PC port, they had they got a side company to do the work for that to get it on there. But the problem is, apparently there were only 12 guys on the task and only had 2 months to port the game to the PC. That's not enough time. Either get started earlier, hire more, or delay the game until it's released. I mean, is it that hard? Give some attention to the PC. You have a whole bunch of guys there, but you guys just don't want to optimize it for all the cards because it takes a little longer. But I mean, you should do on equal, but a whole bunch of people just get for the consoles and don't care about PC because it's easier just to stick with consoles than to go with PC. But it's not acceptable, guys. It's not acceptable. So anyway, the game came out and it's pretty much horrible on the PC. Got stuttering, 30 frames per second cap, and I know that if I'm not mistaken, it's 30 FPS on consoles, which I know for most people, like, who cares, it's 30 FPS, but on PC, that's one of the cool things, that's one of the benefits, being able to say, okay, I don't want to play at 30 FPS, I like 60, and for me, I don't like to play under 50 FPS, you know, it depends on the game, of course, like, for example, a slower game like Hitman or something like that, I'd be okay with playing at about 40 FPS, because you're not really doing a lot of fast things, you're just kind of slowly creeping around. But especially FPS or a really heavy action title, you need 60 FPS just for it to feel smooth. And also, like when you have a mouse instead of a controller, you're able to move the camera a lot faster. So 30 FPS on an FPS with a controller just feels. I'm sorry, not on a controller, on a keyboard and mouse. It just feels terrible. So. Anyway, besides the point, it's not acceptable to be the game. Now, you can mod the game in the INI file just to make it. It's like at 30 FPS, you can put it at whatever you want. But beyond that, also, it's terribly optimized for AMD cards. A lot of times when the game is released, if it has issues on the PC, it's usually, all the cards from NVIDIA work fine. It's just the AMD guys who are out of luck. The same thing with The Witcher 3, for example, just because the NVIDIA hair works and whatnot. But that's just, NVIDIA trying to get the leg, which isn't fair, because AMD is also a fantastic brand, and they have a lot of cool cards. So, anyway, that's beside the point. Pretty much the game is crap on the PC. I mean, for those who are playing on AMD cards, they're saying turn everything off, and, anti-aliasing, all the stuff down to the low 720p and make sure it's at 30 FPS. No. We don't get PCs to play games like that. If we want that, we get a console game. So, unacceptable. It was so bad that actually they pulled the game off of Steam. They pulled the game off of Green Man Gaming. It's still on G2A.com if you really wanted to buy it for a Steam key, but it's like $20. So, yeah, there's a reason I would wait, guys. They're gonna patch it, hopefully. Look good, and they'll have it to where it's okay. I mean, I'm not expecting the most optimized game in the world, but my gosh, at least have the thing worked out so it's actually able to be played, guys. I mean, that's just ridiculous, and that's what we're seeing. A lot of these guys, they're trying to launch games on the PC along with the consoles where they need more time to work on the PC, and that's fine. I mean, take your extra time. Just don't release a unfinished, buggy, crappy game. Nobody wants that. Nobody. I mean, the only games that, for example, like Mortal Kombat X, that launched on the PC as well on the same day as consoles. And how was that launch? For all those who watched my earlier videos, it was crap. I mean, just all around crap storm. and it took a whole other day for the game to actually get it. But at least the game was okay after that. Sure, it wasn't really optimized and had some of the stuff disabled, but I mean, there's a bug apparently in Batman Arkham Knight where the game could totally delete itself. Yeah, how'd you like that? Download 50 gigs, and alright, let's play. Your game's not on your hard drive. Especially for those who are on a data cap, that would be killer. Because I'm with Comcast and I only get 300 gigs a month. So, downloading 50 gigs and then it not actually working, yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. So, anyways, the only games that really do well that release the same day as consoles for those who were made with the PC in mind. For example, Bethesda, CD Projekt Red, they make games for the PC first, and then they go to consoles. It's reversed. There are console ports rather than it being a port to the PC. It's a full-on PC game. That's why I'm excited about Fallout 4, because Bethesda's always been like that, and also with Hitman. Hitman started out on PC, so I'm really hoping that game will be a smooth launch when it comes out, because Hitman started on the PC. They're saying, oh, it's been on Sony. No, the original Hitman, codename 47 was the name. That game was on the PC only, so yeah, it's a PC. But anyway, so that's the first topic. Don't release. Anyway, you guys get the point. I just had to rant. On to the next point. My next topic I want to talk about is the crap that has been coming from the recent DLC launch for Destiny. Now, for all those who don't know, they're coming out with the newest expansion for the game. It adds some more stuff and all that. But first thing I want to comment is this game is expensive. I mean, this is getting insane for expansions. I mean, the expansion. Okay, I'll get into the topic first. I don't want to get all off the side. Anyway, so the main deal was there was these exclusive little content that was only going to be available in the collector's edition of the game. There was going to be no other way you could get it unless you bought the $80 collector's edition for the game. Which, for all those who had the game, they were like, well, what else? We have all this stuff. We don't want to go and buy the game all over again, $80 just to get these extra stuff. And the response for an interview was, if you could see these in-game, you would throw cash at the screen. It's pretty much saying, oh, we know you have to go and pay $80 all over again, but it's worth it. This stuff is cool. No, it's not. $80? No, it is not worth it. I mean, first off, the expansion that's just coming out soon, it was shown at E3, it's $40. $40 for an expansion to a game that you paid $60. And other expansions were also expensive. I gotta say, they're making so much cash. I can't believe there are people buying this stuff. I mean, my gosh, it's getting expensive. I mean, $40, that's a whole other game. I mean, I believe that was the same cost for the Batman Arkham Knight pass, so you get all the content. But that's for all the content. Still, though, that's expensive. I mean, what happened here? I mean, I remember when it was like $20, you get the pass and you got everything. I remember those back in the older days. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's getting insane, guys. I mean, it's way too expensive, in my opinion, to be paying for that. I mean, $40 is a brand new game. But no, it's just an add-on. Anyway, beside the point, yeah. So they were pretty much saying, yeah, you'd expect to pay $80 just to get these little extra things, but eventually, after an upgrade, they made it so you can buy it for just $20. Only $20! Wow. That game, I tell you, it's robbing everybody blind. I never really got the appeal to that game. I was first excited about it when I heard about it. I heard that Bungie was working on it, but I've tried it. I don't know, it never appealed to me. I mean, I loved Halo, I loved Counter-Strike, I love all these other kind of games, FPS, but the game did not grab me at all, and I'm kind of glad I didn't get into it, because that's really expensive to be into it. So, that's that for whoever wants to hear that. And on to the final topic of the day, which, what's been going bad for the gaming industry is... Alright, for this topic, for those who don't want to get into the political side of things, you might want to turn off now. So just keep in mind, I want to make sure I'm very straightforward with this, so everybody understands what I'm coming from and what I'm talking about, and won't get the wrong ideas. Okay, so there's been a whole lot of crap going around about some people flying the Confederate flag and saying it's a symbol of racism and that it should be taken down and whatnot, and it's been really getting insane. I mean, come on, guys, it's a flag. And first off, let me just get this out of the way. If you look up in history, it wasn't representing racism or even slavery. It was about state rights, but the South just deciding that they can choose what they want. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. I just wanted to say. But anyway, so they've been going on a rampage about it, and they've gone so far as to taking it down from anything like any games or apps off the App Store that has the flag showing it in a racist way. Well, it was taken down from a game, and the game, it was a Civil War game. The game used it in a historically correct way. It was just showing that was a flag that they used, but the game was taken down off the App Store. There wasn't any warning, just bam, it's down. Oh, because you had the flag in there. Are you kidding me? So why aren't they doing that for Nazi flags? Why aren't all the World War II games getting down because there's Nazi flags in it? I mean, it's not making any sense. And censorship, that's what this is. Censorship in games cannot come to anything good. I believe that everybody should have the equal right to make and play whatever they want. If they want to play a game that is about going around and killing civilians in the streets and stealing cars, Grand Theft Auto, why not? If they want to play it, go right ahead. If you want to play a game where you watch a house and have everybody grow up to get nice jobs and go to school, that's fine. Play Sims. They have games for everything. They should have a game for whatever you want. If someone wants to buy it and play it, that should be their right. They shouldn't be forcing other people's views and opinions on it, especially when it didn't even work with what they were saying. They're saying that we're going to take it down if it's referring to things as racist, and everybody's fine as long as it's historically used for historical reasons. But no, they had to take it down. So I don't agree with that at all. As I said, it should be freedom of speech. Of course, this is America. And, of course, freedom to create. Because games are art, I believe that. And if you're constraining art, it's not going to be art. If you put shackles on art, it's not going to be what all it could be. And this has been getting really bad, especially with racism and sexists. I don't know if you've been hearing all this stuff, but it's getting really bad where everybody's like looking into these games and like trying to find stuff to make it wrong. I mean, there was the whole thing about the cops in Grand Theft Auto being racist, and about The Witcher 3 not having enough racial equality because the game was, pretty much everybody in the game was white. There weren't enough Asians or Hispanics or blacks. I mean, it's getting pretty insane, guys. I mean, you really should stop putting politics with games and all this stuff. I mean, yeah, it's I really hope that all you guys also agree and speak up if you don't agree with this stuff. And of course, guys, thanks for watching. I know this was a little bit interesting video for me, but I felt that these topics should be discussed and shared, spread the word. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. And of course, leave a comment your thoughts on all this. All comments are welcome. You will not be censored here. Everything is welcome. And guys, of course, be sure to subscribe. You'll hear more from me and slightly happier videos from me, The Smooth Spy. Alright, everybody, take care.